We are going into the tunnel now. It's very nice and toasty in here.
Okay, so hi, I'm Sabrina. I'm gonna steal you away from your tour guide for an hour. So I think that they told you that you're gonna have to go into the underground, right? Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a staircase, that's that one, it's 90 steps. Don't worry too much about it, we climb down, but we're not gonna climb up the same way. There's gonna be a different exit towards the end, and you don't go up a flight of stairs to get there, okay? Just the staircase might be, you might find it a bit tight. It's the only tight space in the tour. Once we're downstairs, everything opens up. It's huge quarries from the 1500s. So let's just get through the stairs and let's go very slowly because they're pretty steep, but there's a handrail and everything, okay?
Once again, Umberto had this built so he could escape from the palace just in case there was a riot.
Or down. There's, I guess it's the ancient aqueduct. Neapolitan built back in the 1600s. But actually the caves you see, they're a bit more ancient. They were dug by the workers, the cavamonte back then, with chisels and hammers to get the tufo, the stone outside to build everything on top. So they were quarries technically in the 1500s. And after a century of digging by the 1600s, they became huge containers for drinkable water tanks. And they're part of an aqueduct. And you can see the shape of the water tank right now because you have to picture like a swimming pool, and I'm standing over the edge of the pool and used to go all around the perimeter, and the water was actually right here. You're standing on top of the ancient surface of the water. There's no water because fast forward to 1940, Second World War, the army reused the ancient aqueduct and all the caves down here as shelters. They became bunkers to hide all the thousands of people that were living upstairs. There were like 218 shelters back then in the underground. You're just gonna see one.
This is one of the original aqueduct tunnels.
And actually the workers all the way back because again the purpose was just letting the water flow. When
These are bathrooms.
no seats, no doors, but that's understandable if you consider the army had to take care of 218 shelters. And one shelter is made up of multiple caves. So in total, they ended up modifying thousands of caves, and in a very short time. They started in 1939 when the whole electrical system in all of the caves. You can see because there's no ventilation, right? So shelter.
It was the most heavily bombed place in Italy because of the port. A bomb came through there during the war. This particular room was used to deliver a baby who they last interviewed. She was over 70 and completely healthy.
Naples, I don't know if you know this, Naples was the most heavily bombed city in...
Now we're going to go visit the actual Bourbon Tunnel. That end leads from in front of the Royal Palace all the way down to the other.
Because it was the year the revolution started. We also had like the French...
It's over 400 meters long. This was a bridge over a water tank. It was a bridge.
And there was an indentable wall over here. You can see there's a line where that wall should be.
That's a recreation of what it sounded during the war.
Were outside, were mounted on top of the highest buildings.
After the war, they were able to drive the cars through the Bourbon Tunnel, and they just left them here. Old motorcycles. This was meant to be a shopping meter, but it never happened. That's part of a fascist monument that they found. There's a museum at the end or at the beginning, whichever you do. We will be in the Santa Lucia area when we emerge and see the Castle of the Egg, Castel dell'Ova. I believe we also get some classic margarita pizza before returning to the ship. Sounds like fun. Best restaurant. The pizza was named after Queen Margherita. That's why we eat margarita pizza. This is the egg castle built in the 11th century. Naturally, the seaside is lined with restaurants, one after another. And we are approaching the restaurant. Hopefully everybody knows that Naples is the home of pizza. Pizza, pizza. Cute restaurant. You get a choice of a glass of red wine, huge pour, or a soft drink.
Finish your bottle, okay? There you go.
As I mentioned before, this is an optional excursion, and I thought we were just going to get a slice of pizza, but no, we each got our very own. And it is arrivederci to Napoli. Tomorrow is Messina on the Isle of Sicily. Sonny and I spent 2 weeks on a land tour of Sicily, and I really, really enjoyed it. Shall we sing da 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 da? The Godfather theme? Da 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 da. Do 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 do. And here you can see the itinerary. We began in Rome. Today was Naples. Tomorrow is Sicily, Messina. Then from there, we overnight in Malta. There's Corfu, Olympia, Kalamata, and Athens. Oh, and also Kusadasi, which is over there.